They have refused to resign. They are staying in office and refusing to be held accountable for their actions and their words. And so we've been camping out here in front of Kevin De Leon's house since Saturday night. Tonight is night 5, and we're not going to stop until he resigns.
I want to remind you that we have things going on in LA. You may recall the story that we did about the LA City Council. Grassroots folks are still calling for 2 other of those council members to resign. They have not done so yet. So 2 council members are resisting calls for the resignation after the racist remarks made by former LA Council President Nury Martinez. And activists from Black Lives Matter Los Angeles are holding 24/7 protests outside of Kevin De Leon's houses until he resigns. We have one of those activists right here with us. Looking forward to that. And I want you to take a look at this tweet from Black Lives Matter LA. We have a long history of Black and brown solidarity because smashing white supremacy benefits us all. Kevin De Leon betrays that history and must resign now. How true. And it does. White supremacy hurts us all. It doesn't just hurt Black people. This is indeed. And Jessica, you were there. You were there this weekend. So tell us, what did you see? What did you observe?
It's true. I've been camping out all weekend, and that's a really good message because you might think, well, these anti-racist or these anti-Black comments that were incredibly racist were directed towards the Black community and the Oaxacan community. But when you really think about it, when the city is voting to give $3.2 billion to the police, that's money, even if you're not a victim of police brutality and you have no problems with the police. That is money that could have gone to your schools. That's money that could have gone to improving infrastructure and healthcare. Every single person in the city of Los Angeles has a stake in getting racist city council members out. No one wants to live in a city where this is happening, but really what's going on the ground there is we all showed up in protest because we were angry. We want to get Kevin De Leon out. But what's really happened over the past 9 to 10 days that we've been out there is a community has been built and people are having really important conversations about how to come out of this stronger. And it's way bigger than Los Angeles because there are people all around the country that have been elected to public office and are not serving the interests of the people. And what they've said isn't on recordings. And now we're sending a message that if you're going to do this in this country, you're going to be held accountable.
That's it, and it does take the community to hold elected officials accountable. And Jessica, so happy that you're out there on the front lines along with others. And apparently there are no hard and fast rules for members of city council in terms of whether they resign or they don't resign. And the fact that he was in the room basically amening what Martinez had to say. These not only racist remarks, let me remind you, anti-Black remarks as she made these kinds of statements about one of her colleagues' son, a Black boy, little boy. And thankfully, the councilman De Leon has been stripped of most of his council duty. So he's just really there right now collecting a paycheck and resisting. Let's put up this headline. De Leon vows, I will not resign. Council president says apology isn't enough. And that is the new council president, not Martinez. The new council president came in, baby, got with the hammer, letting them know we're not playing games here. This kind of behavior will not be tolerated and good for him. And progressives are right now rallying and advocating for a recall. So don't forget, hundreds marched through downtown a couple of weeks ago. Let's put up this next headline. Following city council members' racist remarks, hundreds march for justice in LA. And it is indeed a beautiful thing that they did.